bum 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 bum. Ow! If you could not tell from that super awesome intro I just did, I watched Mission Impossible. Also, sorry for the noise. I live with my family. If you don't know anything about Mission Impossible, I'm the pro. Basically, the first movie came out in 1996. And if you can't tell, I just lied. I don't know anything about the series. And that's part of what is going to make this interesting, because the only movie that I've watched is the one that I'm reviewing, which is the most recent one, which was... Wait, let me look it up. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about. The Final Reckoning. That was the one I watched. I watched Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. It came out this year, and I'm going to review it from the perspective of somebody who knows nothing about Mission Impossible. Number one, movie was fucking long. When I was invited, I was like, oh, it's gonna be like an hour and 40 minutes. No. It was almost 3 hours long. Like, it was like watching Oppenheimer again. It was fine. It didn't feel like 3 hours, which was really nice. It wasn't like I feel every single minute of this 3 hours. It was more of a like, it's just having a fun time at the movies. I would also like to add that even though I'm like, it didn't feel too horribly long, the first hour was a bit slow. It did take me about an hour to get in, which I saw some people saying, so that was accurate. Like, it was definitely helpful as someone who had no knowledge of the series going in and like setting up the relationships and stuff like that, but I feel like it would definitely be a con if you like know the series inside out and then you're like, I kind of know what's going on already. And I'm sure that there was more background in like the first part. I'm pretty sure like the movie before was like obviously establishing, you know, the entity and all that stuff, so it was a little bit slow probably if you knew what you were doing. And it was kind of slow as someone who didn't know what was going on. So I don't know, do with that what you will. I was entertained. I was in it. I started really getting into the movie, and I was like, oh my God, am I getting into this? Like, I don't have any stake in the game. And I'm like, this is intense, man. Like, I feel like I'm here. So that was really good for my anxiety, I think. Second, plot. The plot was really, it was good. I don't know what, like, it was interesting. It felt topical. If you guys have heard, there's like this thing called AI, and it's like pretty big now. And I think they're using it in the military now. Which is like, oh my God, that sounds like such a good fucking idea. It was interesting seeing that happen, on the screen. And then also like nuclear war always makes me feel great about the world. So I don't think that's a spoiler. That is kind of a spoiler. Like, that's literally like at the start. They like explain it. They're like, the entities try to separate us. And like the entity is like, that's how I feel about like Mark Zuckerberg. That's how I feel about Meta. Is like, when people are fighting, when I see someone comment something horrible on Instagram, I'm like, this is rage bait. This is rage bait. This is a bot. This isn't real. It's the entity trying to divide us. When it's Pride Month and I see freaking queer discourse about bisexual women having boyfriends, I'm like, this is the entity trying to separate us. Seriously. It felt really relevant to me in my personal life. The performances, I really liked Simon Pegg. I just love Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg's like my favorite ever. Wait, I'll be right back. Wait, I have to show you guys something. Look at this. On Blu-ray. It's the only zombie movie I will watch. Do not expect me to do a review of 28 Days Later or 28 Years Later or whatever with Aaron Taylor J-word. I'm not watching it. If any of you were like, man, I really want this random freaking lesbian on the internet to review, it's not happening. So I'm sorry that your dreams have been crushed. Anyway, so I really liked Simon Pegg in the movie. Everyone did a pretty good job. Also, I loved seeing Tramell Tillman. I love Severance so much. It's like my favorite show. I feel like I have a poster or like a DVD for everything that I love, but that's the one thing I don't. I'm really sorry. The music was really good. I really, really enjoyed the music, the soundtrack. It definitely helped me get into the mood and feel the energy, which is like the whole point in an action movie, but I really appreciate that. Like, I appreciate music that emotionally manipulates me. It really is a talent. It's an art. I don't really have anything to say about the cinematography because it's like action movie cinematography. It wasn't really anything that stood out to me. I wasn't like, look at the pretty colors, which kind of goes against what I said in the material, so I was like, that's just the standard. Like, not that it was like ugly, but it wasn't like, this is so pretty, because that's not what it's about. Action scenes were fun. I got into it. Him going on, wait, okay, that's a spoiler, but the action scenes were fun. I liked the action. It was invigorating. I don't really have any other things to say. Ironically enough, given how long the movie was, it was just like action movie. It was just action movie. And I sat through like the whole credits again because I was like, look at all the people who make the, what the heck? Did you guys know that was a freaking job? They had like a snake wrangler or something like that in South Africa. That's so awesome. Like, I don't know, that's like, my favorite part was the credits. And not even in a like the movie was bad way, just I really like the credits. But that's all I really have to say. This one was a short one because I, again, don't know what I'm talking about. So final verdict, I would give this movie 6 Simon Peggs out of 10. I really like Simon Pegg, if you guys couldn't tell.